Imagine taking the first step into starting your e-commerce journey. It can feel uncomfortable, and you'll probably feel a little unsure of yourself. If you've already taken the first step, then you know what I'm talking about. But above all those feelings that you have while starting something brand new, the feeling of limitless opportunity and the chance for success in something brand new is, well, exciting, especially when sales start rolling in and profits start finding their way into your pockets. But don't just take it from me. I'm about to bring in one of my students, Ajane, who finally took that first step in her journey and in just 17 days generated over $35,000 by learning and implementing our systems. She was a complete beginner to dropshipping. I mean, no experience at all. So, hearing from her is going to be a true testimony that anyone can do this, no matter your experience, as long as you're willing to be coachable. But it does not stop there. You're gonna be hearing about how this success has helped her during some incredibly life-changing moments. And because she invested in herself, I'm gonna invest in her too. So she doesn't know this yet, but I'm gonna be doing something I've never done before and paying for her Shopify store for the rest of the year. I can't wait to bring her in, but before I do, I wanna invest in you guys watching this too. So if you like this video and you want the chance of winning a free call with myself and my team, smash the like button down below, comment the word case study with your biggest takeaway from today's video. Now let's bring Ajane in here. What's going on, everybody? I got the star guest of the day, Ajane, in the house. She's here to share a little bit of her experience. Go ahead and introduce yourself and a little bit about yourself to everybody who's watching.
I'm Asian A and I do music and content creation and all that good stuff, like influencer, I guess.
I have a couple questions for you today. I think the audience is really excited to hear a little bit more about your story, hearing about your why, hearing about the progression and success that you've had over the last couple months, and I'm excited to jump right into it. Alrighty, so my first question I have for you is, what were you looking to change in your life by learning how to start dropshipping?
Just like freedom, financial freedom, pretty much like with my kids, and I just got married and my husband and just wanting to do all of this stuff and then being pregnant, newlywed. My mom had some health issues. It was just a lot. And it was just like, because like I was doing content creation and Facebook and all of that stuff. And I was doing good with that, but it was like a monthly thing. And it got to the point where it was like, this ain't gonna work for me. Like it was more than enough, but it wasn't enough for me to be like.
So were you kind of like mixing around? I know you did a little bit of content creation, but I guess what kind of interested you in doing dropshipping, I guess, over some of the other things that you were interested in?
With content creating, it's very, very technical, but people don't know that. They don't think that. They think you just get in front of the camera and do it, but it's so much technical stuff with it. And it was like, I did successfully on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, like everything, Instagram, and went viral multiple times. So I'm like, if I can do this with numbers, with views, I can do this with products and money. Like the views can go to money. That's was like what it was for me. Like I'm like, I know I can do this because it looked the same. It just the analytics looked the same, and I'm like, I feel like I can do
I love
it.
that. I love that. So when you were getting started, what made you want to join my mentorship? And I guess, how did you know it was the right fit for you?
I knew it was the right fit for me, because the way that you explain things, I understood it. Like that. Like it wasn't like, what? Just okay. So I seen this other creator and she said something it was like a motivational post about I used to make $500-$600 checks every week and now I get deposits like this, and it was Shopify. So I told my husband, I'm like, I think I might want to do Shopify. Like we were thinking Amazon, and I was like, nah, I think I want to do Shopify. And then literally like that, I don't want to say that day, maybe that week, like I was on YouTube and one of your videos just popped up and I watched one and I was like, I like this dude. Like I'm about to watch the rest of these videos. And then it went from there. Like literally, I watched so many videos, it's sick, actually. Yeah, how many videos I watched because I was like, I'm finna get this. I don't care what I gotta do.
I love that. I love that. Well, I appreciate the love. And I mean, you ended up reaching out to me too. And once you reached out to me, I felt like I really understood exactly the position you were in. You having kids. I mean, my girl was just pregnant. You were pregnant at the time. I knew what you were trying to get yourself in a position of doing is getting generational wealth, finding something to create a side hustle with, continuously evolving, your financial position. So when the goals and we reached out and tell me all of that, it made it very easy for me to be like, okay, if this girl knows her why and she really knows what she's trying to achieve, I can give her every single step along the way, but she's gonna be successful regardless. And I'm really happy that I got that chance of getting to understand you a little bit. And in turn, with the results that we're about to show off, it it went crazy. So I'm really happy to be able to get the chance of knowing you. I just want to say that. When you did take that leap of faith and you decided to join the mentorship, I guess what would you say was your biggest hurdle during the mentorship, and what tools were you able to use to help you overcome that?
Well, I'm a crybaby. So I was like, my first call, I was trying to find the competitors and I was crying. I was mad. I was like, I don't understand. What do I need to do this for? Like, I was so mad. And my mom, my husband, like, you might just need it later. And I'm like, this is dumb. Like, I was just mad, just throwing a whole tantrum. I was pregnant and emotional. And I was like, at the time, I was only 4 months pregnant. So was just going through it. Like, my biggest hurdle probably was like, I think I always had an issue with product research. So when I understood that, it kind of made it like, oh, okay, everything else is a breeze. And then scaling, I didn't understand that for a while. Like, and now I really understand it now. But at first I was just like, oh, what you mean? Like, what is this type of scaling, vertical, horizontal? I don't understand. What is this? Like, and then like 2 different mentors explained it to me, and I still was like, okay, I'm gonna try, but I really
Let's
don't.
just hope.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's pretty much that was my biggest hurdle. I feel like with just the mentorship going into it. But I had already, like I said, watched so many videos. I kind of understood how to do, like, I literally, well, you about to see it. Like, my whole like favorites is for dropshipping. It's like
Yeah.
the Supreme Blueprint, the Shopify, the Ads Manager, TikTok Manager, all the Mania ads by like all the stuff that you said to get. I had before my mentorship started, so I was kind of like on it.
Set
So when
yourself up with the tools to be successful.
when
You
I
weren't
got
trying to
there,
go
I
the
was
hard
like,
route. You're like, I'm just gonna get a paid product research tool. I'm gonna figure this out and I'm gonna be good to go. I
yeah.
mean, tools are really a big part of just success with dropshipping. We all know, you know it now. Like it's either you kind of go the long route and you dig with the free stuff that you have out there, or we just streamline it and we try to get a paid product research tool like Mania, you mentioned, which can just speed the process up. So I'm really happy you mentioned that. And I guess like my next question is, what honest advice would you give to somebody looking to start their dropshipping journey based off of just your experience alone?
I would say to listen to your mentor, because it was this one thing that my mentor kept telling me to do, which was like leave the ads on. And I was like, okay. And then every time something happened, I'd be like, I'm turning this off. He was like, stop doing it. I was like, all right.
That emotional spending is crazy though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to say what I struggled with when I first started, it was emotional spending 100%. If something was spending a little bit too much, I was like, red flag, I don't have no money to spend, like get rid of this right now. And the longer in my career, I was like, if I just focus on the data game, numbers game, I just let everything just focus on straight numbers. And I just please take my opinion out of it because I was so opinion when I first started. It was like really the true testimony of me getting the success that I had is I just took my feelings out of it. I took my opinions out of it. So I'm actually really happy that you said that, and you were probably dealing with the same type of thing when you started.
Yeah, I'm like, what is like, because I was like, it was certain videos I had watched of you before I got with my mentor. So when he was saying things, he wasn't saying like opposite, but he'd be like, oh, well, you don't have to do like when I told him, like, he kept asking, like, well, why are you turning them off? And I'm like, I don't really have that much money at the moment to be trying to just like let them go. Like when I get there, I don't have a problem with that. But right
Yeah,
now, I'm like, I just told you I got my 2 kids and we was staying with my mom at the time. And I'm just like, I need this to work. Like even with the mentorship, that was why I'm like, I'm doing a mentorship. I don't have time to waste. I don't have energy to be trying to figure it out on my own. Like, no, I'm about to just do the mentorship and deal with somebody that know what they doing so I can learn how to do it.
and invest in people who are doing what you want to do in this world. Streamline
Yeah.
the path. Everyone, I mean, even you. I mean, I know you had some milestones, hurdles you were trying to overcome, especially, I mean, literally being pregnant during all of this. How were you able to balance everything? How were you able to balance the having 2 kids already, just newly, married, having a kid on the way? What were you able to do, or what set you apart for yourself, you would say, of allowing you to still be successful through all of that?
I'm big on manifestation. Like I'm very like speak it, believe it, receive it, but like speak it, like do it, like do the work type thing. Like I can say all day, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire, but like if I don't do anything, it's not gonna happen. Like I don't get why people think that that's like manifesting or whatever. So I had was like on. I'm gonna tell you other stuff too, but this is like the biggest thing I wanted to show you because it's nuts how quick everything happened when I did this. So it's this thing called the 369 manifestation method. And you pretty much write what you want 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the middle of the day, 9 times before you go to sleep. And you're supposed to do it for 21 days. And I did it for 21 days, literally, like this whole all of that every day. Like, right? And it says, I am so grateful. You're supposed to speak it as if it already is. So I was like, I'm so grateful that I am now making 6 figures a month with my first Shopify store. So that's what I said.
Damn.
Every day, like every day I woke up, I was writing. I was in the hospital holding my baby, writing. Like, hand me that. My husband, like, hand me that notebook. I gotta finish it. I gotta do it. I gotta do this because I need to. It's crazy because on the 20th day was when it just went crazy. And I was like, this is mind-blowing for real. And then the second day, it was like it just kept going up and up and up. But it was like, this is crazy. But like that's something that I would tell anybody to do because it gets in your subconscious that you can do it. You will do it. You're already there. Like it already happened.
That's
So
actually really amazing. That's really I actually love that. And I have some similar I can even say is like my first apartment when I moved down here to Dallas and I was first starting dropshipping and everything, I was on some crazy stuff. Like I only had a notebook and I had a hammer with nails. So what I was doing was I was just writing out all my goals on my notebook and I was just hammering them in the walls all throughout my apartment. I was like, all right, I'm, a true testimony of you saying it. Like no one's gonna hold you accountable but yourself. Nobody's gonna want to see you truthfully win but yourself. So I mean, that's crazy.
I was about to show you. Hold on, I got one more thing too. I'm gonna
show it to me. I'm waiting.
I'm sorry, my light in the way, but it's just say the store name, 100,000. Like I am, so grateful now that I have multiple sources of income. Like every day, all day.
I'm the first millionaire in my family. Let's not skip that.
I'm the first millionaire in my family, not the last. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly. I am so grateful for all the unexpected abundance in my life. Then the one I was writing is right here too. Like I'm so grateful. Yeah, yeah, I did all of that.
I love that so much. I mean, you really are holding yourself accountable, like. And that is crazy. I mean, all it takes is just speaking it into existence. Yeah, and in turn, you speaking it into existence allowed you to be able to get the success that you had. And I think the viewers, myself, I think everyone's excited to see it. So I'm gonna let you share your screen, give me a little bit of look of what's going on, and go ahead and show what you've been able to accomplish. All right, 1452 just today. I mean, it's 4:23 on p.m. right now. We love to see it. I guess show me what your sales were before you joined the mentorship. Did you have any sales at all, or were you at zero?
I was at zero. I didn't have anything. I didn't know nothing about none of this.
I love that. Yeah. Let's go to analytics on the left side and let's check out your first month that you started.
So yeah, I'm gonna do like May 1st.
Okay, 2,500 in sales, first month in, 1.06% conversion rate. It wasn't hitting yet. But I was like, this time frame, what were you thinking? What was going through your head? Like, what were you feeling in this moment?
So I had like big goals, I guess you could say, when I first reached out to you. So I wanted to have like 15,000 my first month.
No, I remember.
And I was like, I'm not getting, like, what's the problem? Like, what am I not doing? So literally, like, I think that day that I was feeling like that, like at the end of the month when I saw what it was, I was like, okay. And you had posted a video on your Instagram, because I'm not gonna lie, I use you a lot to manifest stuff. Like I screenshot stuff that's posted, I'll be like, that's me, that's Nick, like all the time. So I'm like, okay, I seen something you posted on that day and it made me feel a lot better. It was just like the first month made 2,000, second month made 5,000, third month 70, fourth month 304,000, I think, on TikTok. And I was like, oh, okay. Like,
so it didn't work. So I wasn't supposed to be a millionaire month one.
I'm like, it made me feel better because I was really beating myself up because it was like I had set this goal and I didn't meet it, and it just made me feel like, okay, I'm gonna keep going, but I don't like that, So after I saw that post, though, it kind of eased my mind on myself. Like I'm really self-critical. I'll beat myself up quick about something like that because it just like, what didn't you do? You could have did it, so what didn't you do right at this point? So I
mean, we all know what success is. It's just failing over and over and over again until you just do it right. Basically, you just keep trying the same thing over and over and over and over again until you get it right. So, May, you didn't give up on yourself. You didn't hit your exact goal that you wanted month one. Let's jump into month two. Let's see what June looked like. and see kind of what happens. We went from $2,600 in sales in May, and then from June we jumped up all the way to 3188. So it was like, okay, we didn't go crazy yet, but things are starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, well, because I was kind of like, it really happened towards the end of the month. Because I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Like it's better than it was. That's what I was thinking initially. Like it still increased.
So like I said, it picked up a little bit. I mean, it went from 25 to 31, 1.39 conversion rate compared to 1.09. Things were starting to pick up a little bit. So did you feel momentum happening at this time?
Kind of. I was kind of discouraged because what happened really was my bank just blew me, and just like I had to it had set me back so much because it was like this. I think it was Memorial Day weekend that week. It just started going crazy with sales, and then like I couldn't touch none of the money, so all my ads stopped. All because my bank had held it, like, and it just, I was so mad. I was just like, I would have made so much money this weekend. Why would this happen right now?
But you know
And
how God works in mysterious ways, though.
and I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it. But it blew me completely. That happened in May, at the end of May. So when I got to June, I'm like, that kind of held me back. But like I'm gonna keep going. Like I said, I'll be saying fail forward. Like I felt like I failed, but I kept going forward, like regardless, because I'm like, I'm not about to give up. Failure is not an option right now. Giving up is just not in the cards, period.
You didn't give up. So
So,
show what not giving up does for July.
right.
Now
Yeah.
you're basically 2 months really doing this now. We're
Yeah.
only now 19 days into the month. You only did 3,500 last month. Let's
Yeah.
let's see what you had this month so far. She
It's crazy.
$40,000 in 19 days, 2.71 conversion rate. What was the biggest thing that was happening at this moment? What was the biggest difference between the month before and now hitting what you're hitting now this month?
You know what? I ain't gonna say I don't know, but I just was like,
Yeah, pushing.
yeah, kept pushing. And I was just like, I was literally laying on the hospital table, getting a C-section, like having surgery when this was going on. So I was like mind blown. Like, what the what is going on? Because so that's why I said on the month of June, the
And you had
last
your baby. You had your baby. What day? What day did you have your baby?
the July 3rd.
July 3rd.
I was gonna
So
say I can show you who that day it was, because I was just like, what? Let me just see. Like it would just this is what just I was literally laying there, like, and it just kept going off, and I'm just like,
oh my
okay.
God.
It
So
was crazy.
that's like, did that feel in that moment when you're laying there on the table, you're giving birth to your newborn child, and you're seeing everything that you've been working towards up to this moment is finally starting to work for you. I mean, that feeling had to be crazy. Like that feeling just had to be crazy at that moment. And you probably realized if I can do this, there's no limit to what I can do now.
Yeah, for real. I really was like, I was so mind blown. I know you said, and I know I'm kind of going back, but what you said, like just with like advice to people and stuff, or like it was crazy for that to happen. And I definitely felt like, oh, I could do anything for real. But it just was mind blowing sitting in a hospital and that happening. Like there was no doing anything. Like I was literally, it's just so much like in that moment. Like I remember, and I was telling my husband, like right before I had my daughter, I said, I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby into this business. I don't know why I got that feeling, but I'm like, something is about to happen. I don't know what's going on, but something about to happen. And then like on June 30th, that's why I said I had got like, it was like 660. The July 1st, it was like 990. Then July 2nd was, I had hit my first $1,000 day, and I was literally sitting at
Not
the
to go to the
table.
hospital.
Right. I was sitting at the table with my mom, and I like got up and started dancing and rolling around the floor. And she like, you too big to be doing all that. But I'm like, I'm ready. I got my first $1,000 day. Woo, like I did it. Yay. I'm excited. And then like literally 4 hours later, I was on my way to the hospital. Like, okay, let's do this. And then it just that morning it was going. Then like by the time I got out of surgery, it was still going. And I like had my laptop at the hospital, like duplicating. and doing everything with these ads. I'm like, it ain't no excuse. I don't want to hear no excuse from nobody no more. I'm sitting in this hospital with the baby in my arm, on one arm, and my laptop in the other arm, doing this stuff and writing this stuff down. Like, there is no excuse to me for nobody no more. Cause that's crazy that I was doing it, but it was like, it was just the drive and the determination to do it. Like, I can't. Like, now is not the time. And then, people get excited and stop. Like, no, you gotta keep going and keep it coming and make it be even better. Like, next month, be even better. Like,
I think if anyone can agree, if anyone's watching, even myself, I had a little bit of chills, you know what I'm saying, hearing that, because for me and myself, I can resonate with you so well, and it's so different, but it's so much the same. Like, when you told yourself there's no other option but to succeed, failure wasn't even there. You just didn't get it, just wasn't something that you were going to speak into existence. And perseverance is what, truthfully, if we want to say anything, is what got you to this point. Perseverance, consistency. I don't even know. Like, you just kept at it. And I just want to say I'm really proud of you, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's put it all together. Let's do May through where we are in July, just to see what the progression from literally day one to about 49 days in, 45,000. I mean, you could just see the huge jump. So again, 45,000 and I don't even know, like a month and a half, 2 months. Like, you should again be very proud of yourself. And I'm really glad for you. And I think everybody gotta give a round of applause for my girl, Asian name, man. Everybody give a round of applause for her. All righty. Well, one thing I want to say real quick is I already told the viewers, what you could expect. But I got a little surprise for you. I wanted to throw your way, but you invested in me, like you invested in this mentorship. I want to invest back into you. So, what I want to do is I want to pay for your Shopify store for the rest of the year.
Really?
Yeah, for real, I do. Because like I want to keep investing in you. I want to keep seeing you grow. I want to see you continue to create generational wealth for you and your family. And I got you.
I appreciate it.
Of course. And I love seeing, what you're capable of doing. I know the sky's the limit. So I got you covered, and I'll work the details out and send it to you after this, but I got you.
Well, thank you.
I just have a couple more questions for you before we jump out of here. You ready to get into them?
Yeah.
All right. So now that you are making money online, what has changed for yourself?
Well, it was like fast. It's at this rate right now, it's been like, it's the 19th. So I would say like every 5 days, it's like $10,000. So it's just like, I got orders to fulfill and I got ads to run and stuff. But the money after that has just been really like less stressful, I guess, just with like a newborn and like healing and trying to be like, oh, I gotta do this, or we gotta, like, we was doing Instacart and Grubhub, like even that to fund ads. Like my last $200 I had went into like that ad set for, that ad campaign for this product. So it was like, we had one of the other stuff and I was like, oh, we gotta probably use that for the ads. And speaking of that, I started with $200. All I had with the whole from jump. I had $200 and I was like,
so from 200 to 45,000, that's what the journey is. Right. 200 to $45,000. Like, my God, like, how do you think this mentorship, if you had to, give a good overview to everybody, I guess, how do you think this mentorship can help others who might have been in the same position of you prior to joining? Like, how do you think that this can help others who would be able to walk in your shoes and say, I can relate to what she's struggling with, and I know that also I want to be able to have the same success she has?
I think that a lot of people could do it. It's just wanting it, like, enough to, like, you. Like, I remember one of your lives I was watching something being like, people, like you said, people don't implement. Like, it's crazy how many people do not want to do the work, and it's nuts. Like, you got to want to do the work. Like, you have to still be like, okay, this is stressing me out right now. But like you just said, like $200 to $45,000, like, that's crazy, first of all. And it does not sound realistic. If I told somebody that, they'd be like, whatever. Like, but like, and my husband was just sitting on the bed last night. I'm like, this is how much I spent in ads. This is how much I made. And he like, you made $40,000. That's crazy. You hear yourself. You made $40,000. And I was like, really? Like, this is
say it again. Say it again.
It's crazy. Cause like, this is overall what I'm saying. Like, when looking at my phone, I'm like, I'm like, I probably should have 40,000 by the time I get on this call with him. But I mean, it's a little bit short from that. But I'm just like, it's just mind blowing, but I feel like anybody can do it. I do. I feel like it depends on you, like the person, the work ethic, the belief in yourself, like doubting yourself. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of people on the Discord that's like messaging me like all these questions. And I'm just like, I am still a student. I am not about to tell you
Hey, you
nothing.
know what I'm saying? Let me focus on me. I
Yeah.
love
I'm like,
y'all. I
I
appreciate
can't.
y'all, but I gotta keep doing me.
I'm like, I can't pour from empty cup, but I would like, this is who's your mentor? This is my mentor. Who are you working? This is just go get the mentorship. That's what I'm gonna say. Like I've been telling my husband's baby mama, I told her mentorship. I told my mom, my siblings, my everybody, like that is the best thing for you to do. If you don't want to do that, and you ain't got the money to do that, go watch all them YouTube videos. I watched your videos for 2 months before the mentorship started. So I was like, watching them and setting up like I had everything already set up. So when I started, I literally was like, I'm trying to hit the ground running and
I'm ready
literally
to take off.
yeah, like I
And
didn't
you
have to,
did.
to
And
wait.
you did. Well,
So
I just
yeah,
want to say, I appreciate you today. I appreciate you giving the insight to everybody. I can't wait to see what the rest of this year looks like for you. And I'm gonna continue to keep investing in you. And hope you continue to keep investing in yourself. And just continue to keep being you, because I know you're gonna have something that's really gonna be great for you going into 2024.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Like I said, I'm gonna cover you for the rest of the year, invest in you, continue to invest in you. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Same here.
Of course. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you guys that the opportunities are limitless when it comes to starting your online business. It does not matter how much experience you have. As long as you're coachable and willing to implement the system, you can start getting results too. I love hearing Asiane's story, and I hope you did too. And I hope that it motivated you to finally take that first step, even if you aren't sure in the beginning. And if you are, or at least you want to talk about how you can get started, make sure you head down to the description down below, click the link to apply for my one-on-one mentoring with myself and my team. We want to help you become the next success story. But until then, this is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out.
They gon' want a piece when you got it like that. Like Jake said, we gon' spend it, get it right back. Stack that internet money till the site crash. They on